Desire does not contradict spirituality. It does not contradict non-duality. It does not contradict self-realization. We have to understand there's multiple levels to this mystery that's been created out of the one infinite. And one of these levels is your embodiment here. It's your incarnation. It's the choice that brought you here. The more you meditate, the more you practice self-realization, the more pure your mind field becomes. The frequency, the vibration of your consciousness becomes purer and purer, more and more transparent to that which you actually are, to all levels of what you actually are. Ultimately, yes, we are only that one, but very, very few people actually only realize this to that degree. So, and even if you do, to the degree, there's still going to be this aspect of you that's part of your consciousness too, that needs to be shepherded by you, that needs to be owned by you. This is here for you to own. You are a mind, body, spirit complex. You are the totality of that, which all has its root in this infinite unity. That, yes, absolutely, go for it. Meditate, practice going beyond the mind, beyond the ego, opening up in that total vulnerability, which is actually invulnerable once that vulnerability is allowed to be there. Open up, become quiet, realize the full extent of yourself more and more, as much as you can. Absolutely. There's only one. There's no two. And yet, so desire, as your consciousness becomes purer and more transparent to this unified, this union of all things, this oneness of all things, your desires are going to shift dramatically from being oriented from a lack belief within the mind that then needs to find its counterpart in the external world, its manifestation in the external world, in order to feel fulfilled. And so there's this constant neediness in that state of desiring that most people know as desires. However, when you purify the mind, going beyond the mind, and you get in touch more and more with this transparent oceanic bliss of oneness, possibly even beyond that, the one infinite absolute, where everything disappears except for that indescribable, absolutely formless, infinite reality, which is beyond consciousness, beyond beingness, beyond mind, body, spirit complexes of all kinds, even beyond the unified God consciousness field. So yes, you can realize all this, and it's so worthwhile practicing and putting your energy towards. And again, however, at the same time, you will find that your desires will shift, and you're here to bring forth a particular inspiration within this level of the illusion. So that's the purpose, that's the fuel for your incarnation. Without that fuel, without that reason for being, there's really no reason to be here. And so while you are incarnate, while you have this lifetime here, make the most of it. Like, bring all that love, bring all that transparency, all that authenticity, all that newness, that wisdom, that new vibrational perspective. Bring that into the world to the best of your ability. And begin to trust in your deepest desires, which are more like inspirations, like the waves on the surface level of the oceanic nature of your beingness. Those waves, they're being moved by all kinds of forces, and ultimately it's all moved by the ocean itself. You could say the wind in this analogy, but you get the point. So all of that water is ocean, all of that water is the self, all of that water, whether it's the surface layers and the currents, or the deep undercurrents, or the vast stillness at the very bottom. It is all part and parcel, it's all inseparable from that oneness, from that union. So bring that light forth in as pure, authentic a way as you can. Be as much that unique you. It does not contradict oneness. Oneness does not mean sameness. Oneness includes the whole multiplicity of this infinite expression of the infinite creator. So begin to trust in those desires that feel deeper than just surface level needs, or like ripples. Those deeper oceanic currents that move your reason for being, that move the interactions that you have with the people that you meet on your path, that move your inspirations for the projects that you want to bring into this world, etc. Begin to trust these and know that there's never, if there's a true desire in you, not just a surface level need, but a true inspiration within you, and you know the difference, and I know you know the difference. When you feel that inspiration, when you feel that potency, that benefit just oozing through, believe in it, no matter what, believe in it, no matter what, believe in it. Do not look at the circumstances, do not look at what is or is not happening. Always maintain that conviction, that faith in those deepest currents that move your individual expression here. on this planet, with these people, with these brothers and sisters that we're here to unite. And if you ever feel down about your desires or inspirations not coming true, just remember that it's just a signal from, let's say, your higher self, that deeper intelligence, that deeper levels of that field of unified intelligence, that's letting you know that your misbelief in it is not well placed. All right? It's a misplaced perspective. It's a misplaced belief in your circumstances or in your capacity to bring forth these deepest inspirations. Always look beyond the surface of what's happening, and always maintain the faith in those deepest inspirations. Know that they are happening. Know that they are actualizing themselves. They are coming into manifestation. Have patience, have faith, continue to be as authentically you as you can. And yes, meditate every day. Silence the mind, go beyond.